Hi everyone, it's time for this week's edition of the Roar Report. We're looking at the week of October the 7th through the 11th, and we're going to go ahead and get started with athletics. On Monday, October the 7th, our volleyball players are heading to Seaside to play. And families, if you're planning to go cheer our girls on, make sure you go to the correct gym. The 7th graders are playing at Pine Ridge Elementary, and then the 8th graders are playing at the middle school. And then it's a little easier on Wednesday because we're at home, and you know that drill. We are hosting St. Helens. 7th graders are at E-School and 8th graders are here at the junior high. Then our football players have two things going on this week too. On Tuesday, they have team pictures immediately following school. So just make sure that you have your uniforms clean and ready to go for pictures on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, they head over the hill to Banks. So we're cheering on both our volleyball and football teams this week. Looks like cross country kind of has a quiet week coming up. That's probably good. Those bodies need to rest and get ready for their next big race. Also, other things happening. Don't forget that Friday, October the 11th is an in-service day for staff. That means no students come in. It's a 4-day school week for kids, still a 5-day school week for the adults. So just keep that in mind. Kids will be home with families on October the 11th. Then we have some other things that are kind of happening that go beyond our building. We have 2 fundraisers on the horizon. So the first one is the Zombie Run, which you're going to be hearing a lot more about in the weeks to come. The actual Zombie Run happens on October the 22nd, but the fundraising efforts for it start soon. So for those of you who are not aware, the junior high is the group behind the community fitness trails in Tillamook. So if you've ever driven by the junior high and you see the big loop called Bud's Fitness Trail, or the one over at Liberty School or behind East, that's the junior high. Our students raise the funds to make them and maintain them, and it's time for us to do a fundraiser again to keep that work going. And so kids get pledges from friends and family, and then they bring it to school and they get to run through a zombie pit full of staff members. It's always a ton of fun and something to look forward to. Then we have another fundraiser that's more community-wide on November the 23rd. This one's an adult-only fundraiser. It's happening at the Pelican Tap Room and then afterwards at the Coliseum Theater. For $50 a ticket, you can purchase an evening of great food and great fun. The money used from the Tillamook Education Foundation supports kind of teachers' passion projects. Every teacher, every building each year is given a budget from the school district, and it covers, all of our needs and a lot of our wants. But sometimes we have things that go beyond that, and that's what the Tillamook Education Foundation is all about. They give us money. Teachers write grants. They award our teachers grants for things that maybe just won't fit in our normal budget. So if you want to be part of that, look for tickets. You just scroll down on the Roar Report and you can find the link there, and help support our teachers across the district, not just the junior high. Kind of do those fun extras that make the school day really fun for kids and exciting for adults. All right, I'm going to have to kind of shift gears here into a more serious topic. And I'm hoping all families, staff, and students are really paying attention to this. This past week at the junior high, we had a problem with kids hopping on TikTok, seeing something that wasn't real bright, and then copying it at school. And that is about it's called wasping, or sometimes people will call it like the sting challenge, or, mosquito bite. Students are taking things like bobby pins or safety pins and things that normally are useful, helpful things, and they're twisting them and turning them into things that are meant to sting, snap, bite, poke. Really, nothing appropriate for school. And so I think most of the time, kids will go up and snap another kid on the arm or the neck, and it hurts. That alone is bad enough. But what we've seen now is that we've had something puncture skin. When there starts to be blood involved in things, that takes it to a whole nother level. We're talking about legal ramifications, just health and safety ramifications. And so we have been very clear with students at the junior high We are not doing this. If you have any of these devices here, you are going to be in trouble. Even just having them on your person is enough to get you in trouble. You don't even have to be doing anything wrong with them. We have been very clear they're not allowed at the school. And we're not doing this here. Kids deserve to come to school and feel safe and be safe, and that can't happen if they're worried that they're going to get, poked in a hallway or in a classroom. So that's one part of it. The other part of it is the social media component of it. We have 12, 13, and 14-year-olds who I know kids this age think that they're very mature, and many of our students are super mature, but a lot of content that is coming through on TikTok and Snapchat is just, not appropriate for kids this age, or it's something that maybe I could look at as, an adult and look at it and think, oh gosh, that's not a good idea. But for whatever reason, our teenagers are looking at it and thinking, this is something I should definitely take to school and do. So families, if you are a family that allows your kids to have social media, I hope that you're having a lot of conversations about what kids are viewing. And I hope you're having conversations about personal responsibility, and also considering removing apps for kids who just aren't ready to handle that level of content. I know these are really hard decisions and they're family conversations. That's not a school position to, enter your family life and tell you what to do. I will tell you this, from the point of view of the principal's office, I have seen very little positive outcome from Snapchat or TikTok. I'm not sure that the benefit outweighs, the negative. I'm not sure that access to it is worth it. And that's just my 2 cents from this desk. I am really hoping that we have learned from this as a school. Teachers have learned how to be responsive. Kids have learned that it's not okay. And that families have learned to help monitor what's going on and have great discussions with their kids. These are hard lessons to learn. It's part of growing up, part of being a teenager, part of being part of a bigger community and knowing your role in it. I have a lot of faith in our students, and I know that we will come out the other side of this better. Oops, that was my elbow. Better and stronger. All right. Thank you for hanging in there with me on kind of a long row report. It is always, even when it's hard, a great day to be a lion.